Hi, I'm Lady Genevieve. We are back with episode 2 of Queen Charlotte. I don't have a long intro, so let's just get into it.
I never want to see you again! You suck! Ah!
Engagement diary, Your Majesty?
I assume there will be charity visits, the poor or orphans.
Oh, she cares about the poor and the orphans. Ooh, that doesn't resemble the Charlotte of present day at all. So what happened? De-radicalized with getting older, as often happens.
I mean, it's one banana, Michael. What could it cost? $10?
They need to have a conversation about that fight, and until they do, I'm not going to be invested in what's happening on screen before me.
This is my honeymoon.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Poll for the audience. If you were to get married, where would you want to go on your honeymoon? So if you don't believe in marriage, you can just interpret that question as, where would you most like to go on holiday? Where would I like to go? Well, I already mentioned Italy because I've seen too many movies that were filmed in Italy and everyone's just having so much fun, and I'm getting envious of how much fun they seem to be having. Ireland, I already mentioned as well. China, Vietnam. I'm trying to think of places that I haven't been. Aotearoa. That's where I want to go. James Cameron lives there. That's not why I want to go, but it's just a piece of trivia.
The head of 20th Century Fox said, well, I like the story. It's a good script. Can we get all this tree-hugging hippie bullshit out of it? And I said, actually, no, because the reason I want to make the film is exactly because of the tree-hugging, hippie, hairy-legged, Birkenstocks-wearing, bullshit.
Honestly, I don't know how these reaction videos are going to turn out when I edit them all together, but I'm just assuming that they're going to end up being very short because most of this is just going to be me complaining about how much I don't like the story. The only compelling part is when Charlotte and George are together and fleshing out their relationship.
Parliament is calling it the Great Experiment.
Well, it is a great experiment.
The Great Experiment? What in the Manifest Destiny kind of language is that?
A female is present, I cannot speak it.
Ah, well then.
There's no girls in this league. Here, look in the manual. What manual?
But this is Georgie. Or rather, the king.
Infantilizing this fully grown man, all right. Or was he a child when he got married as well, since I saw a promotional clip where the lead actress on this show was saying that her character is supposed to be underage? And they just said that like it was nothing.
She's a child!
And we know that Georgie, the king, can be...
So is that what the issue is? Is George privy to these conversations being had behind closed doors, and that's why he's throwing a temper tantrum about consummating his marriage? Why are you going on and on about how she's so beautiful, and then you won't even let her get the
old ball and penis.
But see, now am I even allowed to make these jokes when apparently this character is supposed to be 17?
Ugh.
For the sake of my ability to make entertaining videos, can we just temporarily pause and pretend that this character is not supposed to be 17? Since obviously everyone who's playing lead performers on the show, they're all adults.
If the actions one usually takes on one's wedding night have not been taken, that would hurt the Great Experiment.
This is so boring. How many minutes until they're going to interact again? I'm cheating again. I'm scrubbing to see when and where. Okay, telescope, some sort of interaction. 15 minutes? I have to wait 15 minutes into the runtime of this episode for them to... Ugh, this is boring me. The whole point of these shows is to see your two main characters interacting, and then they're just... This is like when, in season 1, Simon and Daphne, they were having a tiff. But that was quite far into their relationship, and it was at the correct time in the sense that every romance story... Well, not every romance story, but a lot of romance stories have a certain arc that they follow, where you start here, meet, attraction, blossoming relationship, growing closer to one another, and then around the third act, there's a certain point in the runtime of their story that they're going to have some sort of fracture in their relationship where they are pulled apart from one another or they diverge from one another, and then they have some sort of reconciliation, and that's that. And they're at the fractured part. We didn't even get to see any of their falling in love. We're in episode 2 already. Ugh, I hate it. Oh, what good timing. I opened my phone because the show was boring me, and on Africa Archives, if you want to follow their account, they posted this picture, and the tweet reads, "Today on May 6, 2023, King Charles III will be crowned the largest clear-cut diamond in the world at his coronation. It was stolen from South Africa. It is known as the Great Star of Africa, which was previously owned by Queen Elizabeth II." The way that these people, their legacy is soaked in the blood and stolen resources of Black and brown people all over the world. But sure, let's make a fun little romance show, romanticizing their genocidal ancestors. Love that. No, I don't. I don't love it, actually.
Ready the carriage.
Yes, Your Majesty. May I say our destination?
We are going to see my husband.
Go fight him. Fight him with both hands. Oh, is that going to be the part from the trailer where she says something like, "I want you to fight for me, fight for..." Oh no, he says something like, I don't want to fight with you, and she goes, "I want to fight with you," or something like that.
Where is he?
Your Majesty, we were not
Where
expecting
is he? Where is he right now?
Would you like to step indoors while we wait to find out? Warm up a bit, it is a cool night.
Thank you, sir.
Well, you two are obviously a thing, so let's have it.
Mr. Sass, I've had an amazing idea.
To be expected. I am more important than you.
That's foreplay. I love this. I love this.
What is he who refused to consummate the marriage?
She could have seduced him.
She is a lady, pure and well-bred.
Oh no, don't ruin it by saying stuff like that. Can we not talk about this right now?
This is a problem. A deformity. Is there something wrong with his bits?
Never mind, keep talking. Keep talking. The shade of it all.
I believe his bits to be fine. Large. From what I've seen, he has large, healthy bits.
This is not happening. We are not having this conversation. How would you know? Have you seen it?
What is this place?
Charlotte. Hello, here you are.
Not him smiling at her as if nothing's happened.
Is this how you have been spending your time since the wedding?
Well, yes, it is most exciting. There is an alignment.
In this room you have...
Observatory, yes.
The audacity of this man? Hit him. Hit him. Tackle him. Body slam him.
Oh, I've changed my mind. Peel it off.
An observatory is a form of a room. Knock the eyebrows off of him, as far as I'm concerned.
I am 7 and 10 years old, and suddenly I am queen.
She's a child!
I do not want to fight with you.
I want to fight with you! Fight with me! Fight for me!
Go home! Charlotte!
Fight him! Fight him! Fight him!
Or we can straighten it out right here.
No, fight him. Hit him. Hit him. No, don't walk away. Don't walk away. No, turn around. Turn around. Knock him upside the head. Can I fast forward until when do they next have a scene together? Because this is taking so unbearably long. Yeah, I'm scrubbing. I don't care. You're taking too long. Is this what's gonna happen? We just have one scene per episode? Ugh, I'm tired. I have to wait 25 minutes for them to have another scene together? Shondaland, you will pay for this.
They appear to be satisfied.
They seem very content.
Lies, lies, Emanuele.
Well, a farcing actor?
I only meant that he seems happy.
And what evidence of this?
Evidence? What do you want, a condom? There were no condoms at this time, were there?
The Dowager Princess wishes to confirm that the marriage has been consummated.
Sexually.
Have they boinked?
Were you boinking my father?
Would one trust Lady Danbury?
There we go. Get Lady Danbury here. God, it's been so boring. The only interesting scenes have been when Charlotte and George are with each other and they've spent hardly any time together. Although I am intrigued to see what they do with Lady Danbury, but again, we've barely seen her. It's like, how has there been so much runtime already used up and so little has happened that is of any consequence to interesting storytelling, as far as I'm concerned?
How was the tea? Is it to your liking?
The tea is good, Your Majesty.
Are they going to talk shop of how to him?
What a beautiful dog, Your Majesty.
'Tis a deformed bunny.
Oh.
Don't you speak ill on that little baby.
May I speak freely, Your Majesty?
Please do, my God.
On my wedding night, I did not know what to expect. He was old and impatient. The whole event was painful and quite terrifying.
This is a horror series.
Your Majesty, you did have a wedding night?
She just told you you're a bad liar.
You do know what I mean when I say consummate. Perform the marital act.
Oh God, this is season 1 all over again of women. I don't love the recycled storytelling, but anyway.
Let us send for Brimsley. We will require drawing paper and charcoals.
Oh, please let me see the drawings.
How many times does he insert it?
As many times. You are the first of your kind. You must secure your position.
Yes, but this is not my failing.
This is such an awful story. I am disgusted. I cannot believe that of all of the rich corners that you could have explored, this was where we went. So are we going to get some sort of arc in the present day of Charlotte realizing that she's just doing to her children what was done unto her?
It is simple. Find a titled, appropriate young lady, marry her, make babies.
Can you shed some light on the current situation?
My boys are in love. They are in love with commoners, they are in love with Catholics, and they are in love with actresses, and they are in love with women who are already married. Love is not the issue. Love has produced over 50 illegitimate babies for the crown.
That's not love. That's, hedonism?
Come in. Take your pants off.
Lady Danbury also has many children. Perhaps she can advise.
My 4 children.
She said, don't put that on me.
Have the Lord Chamberlain draw up a list of eligible brides across Europe.
Please, please set up an Edwina Friedrich spinoff. Please. I'm more concerned with the dog's well-being than I am any of these characters because truly, who cares?
You are no one.
I am no one.
So why should she want to see you?
Where's Lady Danbury's love? This is not giving what needs to be given.
You met with Her Majesty.
I did.
I am asking you to elaborate.
Oh, this is unbearable.
You surprise me. I always thought you were a quiet one.
How would you know anything about her?
Traditionally, when a title is bestowed, it comes with income and land.
You want money.
No, it's not money, it's reparations. They're not the same thing.
I need to be able to cross the street to the best modiste to take the finest seats at the opera.
That is grasping. Asking for rather a lot. You should be grateful.
Kill her. Somebody has a sword in this building. There's no way there's not a sword somewhere.
Die! Die! Die!
This should have been a Lady Danbury show. She did more in this scene than every other character has done in the entire runtime. I said what I said. There he is. Well, it's about time.
I realize you have no reason to like me. You have no reason to trust me.
Because you've given her no reason.
But if you give me just one evening of your time...
I will give you the... No, I'm kidding.
Well, concentrate.
I cannot concentrate with you hovering and breathing and telling me to concentrate.
Let me just have a
Would
focus
you
a tiny
just
bit.
step away and let me...
We're still not talking about the relationship. Oh my God, can we hurry up?
Beautiful.
It is.
Okay, that was cute choreography. That was cute. This is why they should be together in more scenes.
In this world we live in, where I'm given so much power and attention, it is good to remember I'm a bit of dust on a small dot in the universe. Keeps one humble.
as you humbly oppress the people of Ireland.
I don't apologize because I never make, mistakes.
Being king is a hazard.
Don't do this. Don't say these words.
Oh, boo-hoo!
My world has been made to revolve around me.
Then give back what you have stolen.
Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
I'm so sorry.
Yes, well, I do not forgive you.
Good. Don't forgive him.
Yet is good. Yet is hope.
On my world, it means hope.
Well, here it's an S.
Does this mean you're coming home?
Coming home to my bedroom.
Getting to know the opposite sex, are we?
Valentina, your smile is beautiful.
You are breathtaking.
Oh, I love that shot.
'Tis pretty.
I love that with the mirror.
I'm very good with buttons.
I can't believe you just said that.
Maurizio Gucci, you're urgently needed in accounting.
Do you know what happens on a wedding night?
Yeah, Lady Danbury told me, with drawings and everything. Maybe this is the weird time to be bringing it up, but I really don't like the backstory for Lady Danbury. I don't like what I'm seeing. Does she not get a love story? Because I was operating under the assumption that she had been married to someone whom she was in love with and had presumably passed away already. Because she said, I have loved, I have lost. So well, then who was she in love with?
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore!
I will tell you how this happened. The king sees me for who I am.
Sure, let's go with that theory.
And she has bigger mangoes than you.
The old days are over. And that this is a new world, that men are men.
Just like that. It's really that simple. Just a little bit of blackmail, a little bit of extortion of an evil oppressor. That's all that it took. That's not realistic. That's not how change happens. Nobody has died. There's always violence with revolution. Come on now.
I believe
Hush, woman. I will try the key.
This is unbearable. This is really unbearable.
You told me to charm her to make it easier for the crown. I have done my best.
Oh, the cinematography, the way the camera's tilting.
I was born for the happiness or misery of a great nation, and consequently must often act contrary to my passions.
This is so corny, though, the fact that just the convenient overhearing and misinterpretation of what someone says.
And Charlotte? The Queen is at breakfast in the dining room. If you would like to join her, I can.
Ooh.
So what do you think we should do? Just give me a minute.
Charlotte. She will never know of it.
No, oh my God. Really?
Hello, Editing Me here, popping in to elaborate a bit on my feedback of something. If you look at the writing credits from the main Bridgerton series, you will see a number of names listed for the episodes, which indicates that there was a writer's room for each season. Conversely, if you look at the writing credits for Queen Charlotte, there does not seem to have been a writer's room. If there had been a writer's room full of an incredible team of screenwriters who were collaborating to make this story the best it could be and could call each other's material out in a constructive way in the places that it was lacking, as well as be able to volley ideas off each other, we could have gotten something elevated above a lot of the questionable writing choices I have observed on Queen Charlotte, particularly for things like the backstory for Lady Danbury. I don't think that the larger masses who watch fictional series or the executives in charge of these studios and streaming platforms have enough respect for how much work goes into being able to tell a long-form story and do it at a high caliber. I wanted to make this clear because I don't plan on making any dedicated videos to any number of topics specific to Queen Charlotte beyond these reaction videos I am currently editing, because I think it will only result in bringing a type of negativity and vitriol that I'm not interested in having on my channel. Ultimately, I've shifted in the direction of wanting to prioritize video topics that I enjoy making and that the people who are interested in those topics will be able to enjoy watching once those videos are completed. I don't believe that every opinion I have about every work of fiction needs to be published in the utmost detail on the internet, and there are plenty of other Bridgerton-related topics I am open to revisiting instead of anything specific to Queen Charlotte. I'm going to wrap it there, and then I'm going to start recording a new video. Stay tuned for the next episode, the next upload. Hopefully it's more satisfying than what I've seen so far. I'm not expecting much though, but we'll see.
Do you like cheese?